Hello everyone, how you doing? I am doing great. This is Star Carrier. If you didn't know, she is a musician. She has another YouTube channel that is Star Carrier Official, where she posts about music. And in this channel, we discuss about life, Christ, fun, and hope. Because that's all we need. So if you're a new subscriber, you're much welcome. I really love you because you know what? As I was starting the other podcast, hey, I had 60 subscribers only, and I quoted that as I was starting. And now, as I start this one, we are 93 of us. Drumlets! Anyway, guys, I really appreciate that support, and as we grow, we are growing together. And in this channel, everyone's opinion and suggestion is acceptable. Guess what? Everyone's opinion. If your opinion is negative, that's your opinion. If your opinion is positive, that's your opinion. So let's get into our today's podcast. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. And this is our seat today. We're not making things complicated. We're just having a talk. Yeah, wow. We're here. We're here. Don't make things complicated. Welcome back. In our today's podcast, we shall be discussing about the power of positivity. Imagine how positive everything is, but our mind's perspective makes them be negative. But I want us to see how we can view life in positivity and make life very simple and very easy from my point of view, but from my point of experience. Wow. What is positivity? It is how we view things. It is how we view life. It's how we view people. The positive mind, you see, our perspective towards something. So, sit back, relax, and watch. Wow. So I want us to be positive as we start this episode, or as we start this podcast. First of all, you should make your life happy and know that you are responsible of making yourself happy. Nobody's gonna come and make you happy if you're not intentional about being happy. Actually, somebody can make you happy, but if you're positive, if you're negative about somebody else making you happy, I assure you, you're gonna be sad. Hey, oh God, help me. You're gonna be sad, you know. So it's about you to make yourself happy, and it's just the little things that counts. It's just the little things that matters, you know. And I don't mean that we have to be positive and not be sad. Actually, things happen, and it's so unfortunate that anything can happen. But you know what? We don't have to stay into that thing for long. Our hearts usually hurt, but our negative mind makes us grieve for a long time or a long period, you know. But if we become positive about something, you know, we won't get frustrated for a long period of time. Yes, we will be frustrated, but we will not get frustrated for a long period of time. So that's why I mean that your positivity, your mind, yourself, you are responsible for your own happiness. Wow. Now you're asking yourself, this is make happy. How will I make myself happy? Let me tell you today that when you wake up in the morning, what do? Do you compliment yourself? Do you speak about your day? Do you view your day positively? What's your mind when you wake up? Are you like, no, today I'm so afraid that something might happen? Why are you afraid? You've not even stepped out of the bed, but you're already negative about the day. Be positive. For example, you are responsible about yourself. So let's view this like this. Now, somebody has just frustrated you, or somebody has just hurt you, of which it happens every time and then. So how do you take that thing positively? I'm telling you, you don't have to keep grieving, or you don't have to put your mind or focus onto that thing for a long time. Oh God, help us. The wind is coming again. We come with you in the mighty name of Jesus. So, you know what? Be positive in this. Like, if somebody wrongs you, you don't have to see the negative side. Like, why did she do that to me? Why does she always dislike me? See it like this, like, wow, I have to pull up my socks. Like, for me, whenever there is something negative or some stress, there is eustress and distress. No, so when there is stress, there is a good stress that makes you to keep pushing or keep moving, and there is this stress that will make you pull everything down and just sleep and just feel like everything is against me. But see the positive side, like, if she does this, or if this has happened, or this has destroyed this, I have to pull my socks and get a better thing. So let me remind you something. No, remind you. Do you even know it? Also, I told my friend another day that, why do you have to buy a small thing after a small thing gets lost? Why? For example, your small phone, the Katululu, the button phone, gets lost. Why do you have to keep on looking for money to buy another small phone? Why can't that motivate you to have a big phone? Like, this phone got lost, okay, so I have to work hard. Maybe it got lost so that I can go to another chapter. Like it. You see the positive side of it. Like, this happened so that I can go to another level. Some things do happen. Some people live, somebody can live even your life, and now you start stressing for a whole year, for 2 years, for 3 years. I know it hurts, but what is the positive side about it? Maybe that person was not destined to be in your life. You know what? Maybe they were not destined to be in your life, and now God is removing everything that is pulling you down or that is stressing you in a way that you can know. Maybe they were just not destined to be in your life, and now you're forcing it. You want them back every now and then, but God doesn't want them to be, because even if they keep you there or keep you company, that's not your destiny. Because God knows, if this moves or if this separates with this, something new will happen, or your destiny will come true, because we always cry, my friend has left, my aunt doesn't love me, all that. But you forget that maybe, but not maybe, they're living so that you can expand, so that your mind can expand, so that everything else becomes beautiful just as you are. What else should we view positive? Like, I'm giving you examples of things we should view positively. Like, let's say you're doing an exam, and you've studied, you've done everything. Why are you stressed? Why do you go in an exam room shaking all over? And hey, like, I know you understand what I'm saying. You're stressed all of a sudden. You're afraid to do the exam. You're afraid that your mom will do something if you fail. You're afraid that something, but like, you don't know how your future gonna turn out if you fail. Who told you you'll fail? The first thing is that you are making things negative. You're looking your life with a negative perspective. Why can't you positive? Why can't you be positive? Whenever you become positive, I told you in the last episode that if you view things, okay, whatever we feed our mind, that's how we view everything. My phone is shaking. Okay, you see, if you view, or if you feed your mind with positivity, you're gonna be positive. If you view everything, if you feed your mind with negativity, it's gonna be negative. Let me give you an example. Wow, you're watching, let's say you're watching a movie that there is fun, that people are loving each other, that parents are loving their kids, that people are going for hikes, you become happy. Why? Because you're feeding your mind with something that is positive, that is happy mood. But let's say you're watching a movie where a kid is being beaten, where somebody is sick, where people are just quarreling, let me tell you, you'll start crying. Why do people cry while seeing a movie? Because they're feeding their mind with something negative. So their mind gonna react to it. Are you together? Yeah, your mind will react to that thing because obvious it's negative, and your mind knows, oh, this is negative, I have to cry. Yeah, the lacrimal glands, they start removing tears. Why? Because you're feeding your mind with negativity. You see? So I don't want this episode to be long, or this podcast. I don't know why I'm talking about episodes. I don't want this podcast to be long, but I just want you to know that whenever you view things positively, everything gonna be positive. If you view things with happiness, everything gonna be happy. Because my friends usually ask me, why don't you get sad? Why? They don't know there was a time that I was a short-tempered girl. Like everything was just a mess. Why you do this to me? I cry. Why I cry? Like I was always sad. And I will even keep quiet for a whole week. My mom talks like they're just boring me. And you know what? It's just a little thing that they did to me that has destroyed my whole week. You get? But nowadays, even my own mom, my own dad is like, hey, Squeezy, uko happy? What's happening? Because I learned the power of being positive. Like, if dad quarrels because I didn't do something, I have to expand my mind and know that, so I should do this, and he won't do this. Then I do it. Eventually, I become happy. If a friend comes to you, a friend comes to you and gives you his or her experience or things that about, let's say, I'm not married. Yes, I'm not married. So, for example, somebody comes and tells you, what, Star, marriage does not work. I will really dismantle your dental formula. It didn't work for you. So don't come and instill your negativity into my mind. Because the moment you learn that something can't work, this is not reality, you will have that. And whenever you get into that thing, you'll get into it with negativity. So it will eventually not work for you. But the moment you become positive about it, about life, it will work for you. And one thing I want you to know is that if something is not yours, it will not happen. It will not happen. If God doesn't want it to happen, even if you struggle, it won't happen. So just know, if this didn't work for me, God has another path for me. You get? So don't stay there crying that this didn't work, so it can never work. Who told you? Who told you that it can't work? How many people have repeated their form for 5 years and now they're working because they achieved what they did? Or somebody has started maybe watermelon. They're positive about their business. They're selling watermelon. The watermelon business fails. They start selling the sweets. It fails. They hawk. It fails. But now you know they are alive, and you know that they have a supermarket somewhere, or they have a very big brand. Why? Because they were positive. But if they were negative about it, they could never get to that point. So I want you to know that if this didn't work, just be positive that it's gonna work when the right time is there. And it doesn't mean that if it didn't work for me, it won't work for you. If it didn't work for your sister, it will work for you. If it didn't work for your friend, it will work for you. Just view it positively. Positive mind. Remember what I've told you about two different movies. The movie the sad movie and the happy movie. So it means that the way you view something or what you feed your mind, it's what will happen eventually. So I don't want this podcast to be so long. I know I can talk, I can yap, but let us finish this podcast here. But just know that positivity is the power to life. Positivity is the key to life. Positivity is the key to happiness. Positivity is everything. View everything with a positive mind. View everything like, why did she not pick my call? Maybe she has something that she's engaged somewhere. She's doing something really serious. Why do you always think, oh, she doesn't want? By the way, I'm an overthinker, but I don't like that. So I used to overthink. Oh no, I used to overthink, but I still overthink. But nowadays I taught myself to overthink positively. And let me tell you, it is working. It is really working. Okay? So until next time, don't forget to subscribe. I really love the way we are growing, because from 60 to 93, wow, I really love you guys. So until next time, bye. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Come, let's benefit with our podcast with Star Kiari, the musician, the podcaster. Anyway, there's no such a word. Bye. I love you, but God loves you most. Bye.